hope your day is full of rainbows and stained glass, and I don't know where I was going with this intro. It's very creative, it's colorful, it's fun, it's lighthearted. Happy Wednesday, my little Shanksters. It is I, Shank, reporting live from Mastermind. Today I have an amazing episode of Shank for you with the one, the only Ali Macofsky. But before we get into this week's episode of Shank, I just want to remind you I will be performing tomorrow at West Side Comedy Theater. That's right, this Thursday, West Side Comedy Theater, 8 p.m. Come out if you're in LA. Come see live comedy. Friday, I am co-headlining with Kim Congdon in Yuma, Arizona. So if you're in Arizona, come out. It's great. It's a great chance to see your favorite bitches do a longer set. Come have fun. It's going to be a fun time. All right, guys, we have an amazing episode for you with Ali. But before we get into this episode, I just want to tell you about something that I'm excited about, and that's Oh Yeah socks. Oh yeah. Look down at your feet right now. Are you wearing socks? If you're not wearing socks, ask yourself why. Socks are essential. They're an important barrier. If your feet smell, it's probably because you don't change your socks or because you have bad, dirty, old socks. Nothing grosser to me than when I look down at someone's socks and they're white, but they're dirty. Upgrade your sock game. It's 2023. Support the people who support the podcast by buying a pair of unique socks. Shop ohyeah.com. That's 3O's HYEAH.com. Discount code SARA10, SARA10 for unique sock designs. They have so many different designs to choose from, whether you're into pizza or candy or animals or sports. There's a pair of socks for you. They have really cool alien pairs. Those are my favorites. So go shop Oh Yeah, tell them Shank sent you, and let's get into this week's episode of Shank with the one, the only Ali Macofsky. Here it is, guys.
This feels like
Serious?
Yeah.
I like that.
This feels like one of those lie detector tests.
Yeah.
I feel like you're about to pull out a file and be like, what is this? Where's this from?
I am. That's the thing. Surprise. I'm about to give you a lie detector test live on Shank.
Yeah. I was just talking to my friends last night about surveillance and how pretty much everything we do is being watched.
Is that
tracked.
true?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, like the AI photos?
Not even that. Everyday life, you parking your car, walking over.
Who's
here.
watching?
Everyone has Ring cameras. Everyone has some kind of security. You walk by a liquor store, there's security cameras outside. We're being watched constantly.
Now I'm starting off the podcast fucking paranoid, Ali.
Sorry.
Looking over my shoulder
this is the truth, okay?
Okay, fuck. Let's start the pod. Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Shank. I'm Sara Weinshenk. We're live at Mastermind. Today's guest is the one, the only Ali Macofsky.
Woo.
Woo. The least enthusiastic.
Yay.
Woo. Woo.
I'm being watched.
Wait.
On the podcast, on the streets. I can't escape.
Now I'm worried that I'm being watched.
Well, here's the thing. I watched it. It's not new. It's not groundbreaking. But did you ever watch the Snowden movie?
No.
Where, who is it? Not Jesse Eisenberg. The other nerdy white guy. I don't know who plays Snowden in the movie. But the movie, before watching the movie, I was like, who cares if all these cameras outside and security, who cares if they're watching me? I got nothing to hide. I'm an open book. I'm not getting into any sketchy business. Who cares if they're watching me? Maybe it's even a good thing. That way,
I like the attention.
Yeah, I like the attention. They, okay, they know that I pick my nose when I'm driving in the car. Who gives a F? But then watching the movie, I was like, well, what if they try and frame me for something, or they can use it against you, or whatever. And then I'm like, okay, I still don't do anything. I'm at home most
Ali
of
driving
the time.
through Del Taco.
Absolutely. That's it. That's the craziest thing they're gonna find. But it is crazy because it can they have so much footage. You're constantly being watched, so they know say I were to like rob a bank or something and my whole face is covered, you can't tell who I am. They could be like, oh, well, that walking pattern is very similar to Ali Macofsky's walking pattern.
Wait, imagine someone's observing your walking pattern.
I walk a little funky too, so you'll be able to notice.
What do you mean? Do you walk on your toes?
No. Oh my God.
A toe walker?
I would. Unfortunately, I would have to pass away. I hate that.
Toe walker?
I hate when motherfuckers walk on their dick. Put your heels down.
What's happening? Are you afraid of the floor?
Oh my God, it's a child. It's a child holding a little blanket on their tippy toes.
On their tippy toes. An adult man walking on their toes.
I
what
refuse
is that?
to accept it.
And it's also like, I feel like once you have a walking style,
you can't change it.
You can't change it.
I've tried to change mine because I didn't even notice this, but I went to a foot doctor once.
Oh.
Yeah, I had
podiatrist.
A podiatrist.
Okay,
as some might call him. I call him the foot doc.
They
told me I walk like I don't even know how to describe it, but it's like I kind of kick my feet out to the side. Whoa. It's like a duck. I walk like a duck. I'm not duck-footed, but I kind of like push my feet out sideways, bring them back in.
Interesting.
And
do you think you could train yourself to not?
I've tried. It's just so like instinctual.
It's also funny, like if you got pulled over and they asked you to walk in a straight line and you're just like, this is how I walk.
Yeah. Well, now that I can slay because if I get pulled over and have to walk in a straight line, I'll just pretend I'm like a runway model.
A runway model?
Yeah. I mean, I can if I'm thinking about it, I can walk normally.
Right.
But I don't want to be thinking while I'm walking.
No.
I want to just be walking.
I just want to walk.
Yeah.
I don't want to retrain my brain to walk differently to fit into society standards of how one should walk.
Exactly.
That's insane.
I know that me walking all funky is gonna
get you in trouble.
Get me in trouble just with like my knees and my back at some point.
Dude, it's all going downhill.
At some point.
At some point.
Yeah.
That's what I tell myself. Just keep it together for as long as you can before it all goes away.
Maybe I'll get like leg braces. Like Forrest Gump.
That would be wild.
Yeah.
Be like, what happened to Allie? Nothing. She's just learning how to walk again.
Yeah.
Did anything happen? No.
No, just for aesthetic purposes. She wants to have a sexier walk.
Yeah, dude. Like, tiptoers. Yeah, seeing an adult man walking on his tiptoes will really do something to you.
Yeah, I used to talk a lot of shit about toe walkers, and then I don't know if this is accurate, but I did see online that it could be like a sign of autism. So I'm like, maybe I'm being a little bit too hard on these tiptoe walkers.
This checks out now.
Yeah.
Now I feel bad.
I know.
Now I'm going back. I'm taking it back.
But I think some of it is by choice. I think it's just guys or women who are just trained to be weird as hell. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. No. No. What else is going on in the Ali Macofsky world?
What else is going on? God, who knows? I'm getting my hair done.
What are you doing?
Is that exciting?
That is exciting. For me, this is exciting.
Well, I'm going to add a little bit more blonde to it.
Fun.
I already have some blonde highlights, but I wanted to be a little brighter, a little more fun and playful.
Step it up a little.
You know what it's like when you're a brunette? It just gets boring after a while.
It gets so boring. You're like, yeah. And then, but every time I go to the hairstylist now, I'm like, I'm going to do something wild. I'm going to do something fun. And I sit in the chair. She's like, what do you want? I'm like, highlights. She's like, that's it? And I was like, yeah. Because, but I don't know. I do want to do a color, I think.
You should do just at like the ends, a soft like pink or purple.
I was thinking pink.
Yeah. Because that's fun. And then if you hate it, you can like chop it off.
Yeah. Well, I'm so over the stereotype of like, oh, you look mentally ill with the colored hair. It's like, well, I am. I am mentally ill. Yeah. And now you know. It's saving you some fucking time,
exactly.
Sir. You don't have to sit there and wonder.
It is something where like, because that's what's hard about being brunette again, is I had so much time with like crazy hair colors and shaving it that when I went brunette, I was like, oh, I'm like a boring loser now.
You felt basic?
Yeah. Yeah, and when you have just like brown hair, I feel like you have to be like either super hot, just naturally, you have to just have like a beautiful face, or you have to be really interesting. And I'm neither of those things.
No, I like you with dark hair because your eyes are light, so I think it stands out. I mean, I think when it's you view yourself as being like, when sometimes I look at myself, I'm like, I'm so bored. But then if it's like, maybe it's better to be boring than to take it too far.
You don't want to take it too far. You can take it
way too far. Because the feeling of when I had green hair.
You had green hair?
I did. It was blue and then it turned to green. Like
when?
Probably...
I feel like I have
2017.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like I have like very distant memories of this because I don't think we were like friends at that time.
It was like an emerald green and it was pretty, and then it faded to like a weird leprechaun green, and then everything in my life suffered. I swear to God, I felt like the Joker. I went to go put on my lipstick and I was like, this is too red with the green hair, and then like, because no one tells you when you dye your hair a different color, you have to dress accordingly because you get so used to being able, if you have dark hair, just like this color hair, I can wear whatever I want, which is easy. Yeah. But if I were to put pink and purple, who the fuck knows what's happening now?
Yeah. When I had a shaved head, I was like, I have to make strong choices with my clothes. I have to either like really girl it up and do like a dress so that way I can feel like feminine but like still kind of edgy. Or I have to like really lean into the shaved head look and be like full skater girl. I think that's when I was like skating because I was like, well, I have a shaved head. What else am I supposed to do?
You're like, I have to skate now.
I have to skate. I have to ghost women. Yeah, you really take on your hair.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's why I don't think I would handle it well if I was a balding man.
There's balding women exist. They're real.
I know. I pray every day, but you never know what's in store. My mom always says, "God's not done with you."
Ooh,
I was like, don't say
so
that.
Scary.
Don't say that. When I remember when I was a kid, and if I would say something mean about someone, she'd be like, "Sarah, stop. God's not done with you yet." I was like, don't say God's not done with me yet.
That's so threatening.
It's ominous, right?
Yeah. But
that did help. It did help. I was like, I should stop talking shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll scare you.
It'll scare you. Catholicism will scare you.
Damn, God's not done with you yet. I kind of like that, but like in a positive way.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, should I get my buccal fat removed? And it's well, God's not done with you yet.
Okay, is that buccal or buccal? What?
I thought it was buccal.
Whatever it is.
I thought it was buccal.
It's a no.
Really?
You like the way that looks?
When it's done right.
Do we have a computer? No.
I don't think we have a computer.
Okay, okay, Google it.
It's Buccal.
No, I do not like it at all. People take like the fat from their cheeks and they suck it out. They look like Skeletors. And this is the thing. The older you get, the thinner your face gets.
Okay, here's the thing though.
What, you think you put it back in?
Yes, I was watching, so I didn't even know much about it. I just kept hearing about it, and then I was watching the news one morning, and they had a doctor who does like buccal fat removal, and that's when I discovered.
Buccal or
the doctor was saying buccal, so I was like, okay, I'll change the way I say it.
Okay.
So now I'm calling it buccal fat. And she was saying that you can get it taken out, and then at some point you can do like a fat transfer. So you can get like your ass fat or like your thigh fat.
I want my ass fat in my ass. I don't want to take my ass and put it back into my cheeks. That seems fucked up to me.
I want to chew on my ass. I'll chew on it.
Would you get that?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't think I actually would, but she was showing photos of her before and afters, like not these celebrity before and after. She was showing like regular ass people, and it was so subtle, but I wish I could just get some cheekbones in here.
But you could just contour.
Yeah, but I don't want to do all that. I want a natural looking.
I don't think you should do that. You have a good face.
Thanks.
Keep your buccal. God's not done with you. You might, naturally, your buccal fat might just diminish.
I'll just eat them. I'll eat my little buccal fats.
Okay, what about, there's also this diabetes drug. Let's talk about that.
Ozempic.
That shit's fucked up. People are just doing diabetic drugs.
Yeah.
To be skinny.
I think the fucked up thing is that they're not producing enough of it for everyone to take it.
Well, no, but the people who actually need the medicine aren't able to get their medicine. Up. And then there's people, I'm just like, what's going on in society that we live in a world where people who who aren't diabetic are taking medication just to fit into society's standards of skinniness?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's sick.
If there was one lying around,
yeah. If there was enough Ozempic at the table,
yeah. But like, That's scary to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, obviously people who are diabetic should be able to get Ozempic, but then also people who have a hard time with weight loss. It shouldn't just be like me being like, I'm bored, I want to be a little bit skinnier.
It's like, I gotta lose this extra 10. I feel
Yeah.
like it's for people who actually are obese, not for like the Kardashians.
No.
And they're doing it.
Yeah, everyone's doing it.
Everyone's doing
Mindy
it.
Kaling.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I mean, she looks great.
Listen, Mindy, put down the needle, the syringe. Like, I feel like I feel like if you're a doctor and you're just prescribing that
But
willy-nilly.
all of these guys, all these bro dudes are
Shooting
doing
up.
like shooting testosterone and shit.
tea.
Yeah.
They're shooting tea.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's good either.
I don't
Was
care.
that closed-minded?
I don't care.
I don't care. Let
I
the
don't
men
care.
shoot themselves with tea.
Well, because I'm so like far removed from like dudes who do that. It's like, I'm not, if it was like my boyfriend or something, I'd be like, I would never date someone.
Shooting up tea in the
Yeah, I have
bathroom.
like the skinniest little beta boyfriend who I just love so dearly. I'm not worried about him doing, it's just like so far from
your reality.
Yeah, that I'm like, if you want to do testosterone, do it.
I just feel, what if he started doing testosterone and then he turned into a different guy?
I would leave him. I want
just
him
like-
weak and small.
He's just jacked.
Yeah, no, I can't. I like a soft
boy?
Yeah,
Same.
like a tiny boy.
I love a soft boy.
Yeah.
Soft boys are my weaknesses. A man in rings, fuck.
Oh,
It's bad, Allie.
I could do a guy with rings.
I love a man with rings, like a guy who has an extensive collection of clothes. I like to, like, maybe a shirt I could borrow.
Yes.
Do you guys share clothes?
We do, but only like specific pieces. Like we share overcoats. He has good like
short
big,
coats.
He has big like Carhartts. He has nice Carhartt jackets, so those are good. But he has terrible style. He's been wearing his dad got him these like kind of like not I don't know, there's a word for it. It's like they look like business slacks, but they're kind of stretchy. They got like a nice little stretchy waistband.
An elastic waist.
It's like something that you would buy at like Uniqlo or H&M.
Okay.
It's like they look professional, but they're very cozy pants.
Okay.
And there's a name for them, and I don't know what the name is.
Like they're faux trousers.
Kind of, yeah. But they also have like kind of elastic like bottoms too, where like the bottoms are kind of tight.
No.
I don't
Okay.
know what these are.
Okay.
But they're the ugliest pants I've ever seen in my life. And my boy, and it's not that, it's just the coloring. There's like kind of this like gray, black, light gray pattern.
Mm-hmm.
But it just kind of, it's just so ugly. And he'll wear it with everything. A yellow shirt, sure, why not? With gray slack trouser, sweatpants.
And so do you tell him you don't like the pants, or you just
Yes.
let him be him?
You know, I'm trying to be better about not being so like
Wear this.
controlling.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm like, you'd be so hot. Do you want girls to flirt with you? Do you want other women?
But also, do you kind of like that he's wearing?
No, I want to be like, he's mine.
You do?
Yeah.
What is that? What kind of sickness is that? I have the same thing.
You do? I mean,
Yeah,
I
like
don't.
when other girls hit on a guy that you like okay.
He's got some
She's
stock.
got something
He's
going
got
on.
stock. It's worth my investment.
But that's like mentally ill,
But
right? That's
sure.
feels unhealthy.
But I'm fully unhealthy and mentally ill, so why not lean into it?
like, yeah.
Because then when people do flirt, I'm like, who the fuck do you think you are? Do you see the slacks he's wearing? You're gonna flirt with his ass?
But don't you think, like, it is interesting how, like, sometimes someone who you would have never considered dating, they'll get into a relationship, and then you're like, oh, did I overlook them?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's kind of fucked up. Yeah, it's fucked up. I was gonna say, I don't know if I want to say this, but whatever. He was when I saw him on Tinder.
Oh my God, you met him on Tinder.
Yeah. And he kind of catfished me a little bit. I mean, my boyfriend's like, he's handsome and he's good looking, but his photo on Tinder,
What?
so hot. I've never seen that man before in my life.
He catfished
I mean,
you?
he's cute, he's there, he's the same person, but that photo,
It did something.
never
to you.
seen anything like it up until, yeah. But then I was like stalking him obviously on Instagram, and I'm looking at his tagged photos, and I saw some old relationship photos in the tagged photos. And I wasn't really that, I mean, he was hot, but he was messaging me, or like, he just like had a really bad texting etiquette.
Okay, in what way?
He was just like texting me nonstop, like as if we were already like friends or something.
Okay.
So I'm like, this is way too much. Like, I don't know this guy. He's just like blowing me up. Like, it wasn't anything creepy. It was just like a lot.
Right.
I was like, why do I feel the need to text you back? I don't even know you. We haven't met at this point.
Right.
But then I see these tagged photos of this relationship, and I'm like, okay, like, he's been in a relationship.
We love to see that. He's actually committed at one point.
Yes, exactly.
That's a green flag.
And then the other green flag was the person who tagged him was like kind of a celebrity. So I'm like, okay, so not only has he been in a relationship, but he's been in a relationship with a celebrity. So now I get to have like extra tea, extra gossip. And I have someone to gossip with.
I love gossiping with my lover.
Yes. And I'm like,
literally the best.
It's such a good
Because it's a
feeling.
safe gossip.
It's a safe gossip.
You know, what happens in this gossip stays in this gossip.
That's my fantasy football. That's like my version of fantasy football.
Just like in bed with your...
We get to pick our people that we like, that we don't like. We get to like...
And it's safe.
It's safe.
Because you're in a relationship.
Yes.
Yeah, looking for a safe place to gossip.
Yeah. But then I was like, okay, well, if he was in a relationship with a somewhat celebrity, like, that means he's probably like dealt with a lot of crazy shit. So my crazy shit is going to seem like so much chiller.
Yeah, and it's also good because it's like, when you're a comic, you're around so many different types of energies and people. So you're like, are you going to be cool if like a bigger comic comes in the room and not embarrass me and say something weird?
Yes, it was almost like me having evidence that he had dated a celebrity almost like gave him, this sounds so, this is why people say like, I hate LA for this exact reason. It was almost like he got a stamp where it was like, he's fine to go out in public.
No, because sometimes you don't fucking know. And then you bring the wrong person out in public, and then people remember you, and they associate you with the fucking clown you brought around, and they don't, they're like, yeah, did you see that clown Sarah brought around? And you know people are talking.
Exactly.
It's like...
And it is, I was accurate with that assessment of like him having dated a famous person. He's the easiest person to bring around. I'll like lose him. I'll go somewhere with him. I'll be like, bye.
Nothing better than like...
And he's fine. He holds his own. He talks to people.
That's the best.
He's like weird. He's like weird. So he like, I'm sure like people are like, what the fuck was he talking about? But it's like not too weird where it's like, I never want to talk. It's almost like, that was weird. I kind of want to keep talking to him to see what other weird shit he's going to say.
Yeah.
He's such a goofball, but... Yeah, thank you to that celebrity for giving him the seal of approval and
that stamp
leading us together.
Dude, Raya, worst case scenario.
Raya sucks.
Were you ever on Raya?
I was.
You were on Raya.
No one
Tinder.
wants to meet up on Raya.
No, they just want validation.
Yeah, which is fun.
It's fun sometimes.
But then when you're like, if you're actually like trying to get down to business, you're not going to find it on Raya.
No, you're not going to find it on Raya. And then there's this other app. Have you heard about Field?
What?
Field is crazy. Do you know about Field?
I haven't heard about this.
Okay, Field is like it's like for people who, so a lot of times like couples looking for a third, or it's like kooky, wacky, kinky. Like the messages that I got when I matched with people was like, hey, I don't know if you read my profile, but I want you to fuck my boyfriend while I'm out of town and then text me everything that happened. I'm like, I'm not doing that.
That sounds like a setup.
Yeah.
That sounds like the boyfriend's not in on it and she's trying to like catch him.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. Like stuff that you're like, I don't know about this. Like someone's like, hey, I'd like to tie you up in ropes. I'm like, maybe, but I did just meet you on the internet.
I have so many questions about this.
Yeah.
So is Fields specifically for threesomes, or is it specifically for like a little bit more like explorative?
It's more like explorative. So it's like if you're like wanna, it's like, should I get the app?
I can explain
explain it a little bit more, because hold on.
Well, but I want to know,
I haven't met anyone on Field.
What brought you onto the app? What were you trying to
I'm
explore?
bored. I'm fucking bored.
Okay, so you're trying to have like a new experience.
I'm trying to have a new experience, but then I see the people on Field and I go, you know what? Maybe I don't need a new experience.
Maybe I'm good.
Maybe I just need to use my vibrator and move on. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But like the people, like, okay, let's see.
Well, because with Tinder, I feel like you see those profiles where it's a couple. Because I've done one of those.
Oh, you have? Have you ever met up with a couple?
Yes.
Oh, shit. What was that like?
Well, I met up with the couple. We wanted to meet in a neutral place. I was like, why don't you guys come to the comedy store?
No.
Yeah. So you had like an interview.
Tinder?
Yeah, we had like an interview together.
So you would be the third.
I was the third, yeah.
Okay. It was a man-woman.
Man-woman couple.
Okay.
So we met at the comedy store. We were talking. They seemed like nice enough. They were Australian.
Okay.
I feel like Australians are always down for like
threesomes.
Anything. They're always down for anything. So it was cool, but then the car ride to their place was so awkward because...
What? You went in the car to their place after the store?
Yeah, because they seemed fine.
Okay, so you were going to go hook up with them?
Yes.
Okay.
But it was weird because they're in a relationship, so they're
they're both, like connected.
They're both in the front seat, and then I just feel like a weird Uber passenger in the back seat. I'm like, are we there yet? It just, it felt so weird. And then we got there and it was fine, but I'm just so awkward that like I get so like shy in sexual scenarios, and now I have a third person watching me like interact.
And they have their rhythm down.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They feel comfortable together, and
They've
just
seen
like,
each other's everything multiple times.
They started kissing, and I was just like, "What?
Should I leave?"
Yeah, I was like, "What am I supposed to do?" But then when I was kissing one of them, I'm like, well, now I'm being watched. What if I'm like a bad kisser? I know for a fact I'm not, but what if?
But then, okay, so did you end up hooking up
Well,
with
and then I'm also like, what? I get paranoid. I get very paranoid about being watched. I'm like, what if they have like some weird fucking kink where they're like, watching?
Yeah, that's why I've never met up with anyone from Field. Because I was supposed to have a FaceTime with this couple. I canceled. Day of. I go, I can't. I'm sorry.
Wait, let me see what they looked like. Can I see? Do you still have it? I want to see what the vibe was.
I don't think I still have it because it was before it was like a year ago. And then I deleted the app and then I re-downloaded the app. But, well, let me tell you this. One of the people that I matched with on Field was my former building manager when I lived on the east side. Like I always thought he was hot. And then we matched on the app and it was like him and his wife, and I was like, whoa. What? And I was like, I already know him, this could kind of work. And then he's like, let's have a FaceTime. And then I was like feeling weird about it.
Yeah,
because it's a weird, like, in theory it's hot. In theory, like, having the experience seems fun as like, okay, I did it, thank you, next thing. Like, I'm open-minded, whatever. And also, like, hooking up with a girl with a guy there makes me feel safer in case I can't make the girl come. I'll feel bad. I could always be like, you do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I'm tapping out.
Else.
I don't know what I'm doing here, really. Yeah.
Well, yes, that's what I like. I always say, like, a threesome always sounds exciting because it has to be spontaneous. On the apps, it takes out all of, like, the excitement and spontaneity of it. And it becomes very much like a job where you're like, okay, what time are we meeting? Where are we meeting?
What are your boundaries?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, we got to talk about your boundaries. And like, you guys are already an established couple. And is it okay if I kiss your boyfriend? Or like, should I ask? What's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, like in theory,
it's too stressful.
it sounds hot, but it is too stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also, like, there's a lot of like ethically non-monogamous people on this app. And that,
do we believe that?
I don't know, because I feel like, I don't know. I've only ever been in monogamous relationships.
Yeah.
I've never been in an open relationship. Have you?
No.
I don't think I would do well.
I can't.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And I also don't think I would do well having a threesome with someone I was dating either.
No.
Right? But it is more fun if you're like the third party. But then that's weird because you're like their kid, like you said.
Yeah. You feel like a child. Where you're just
Mom,
like,
Dad?
Daddy, yeah.
Yeah, that's so weird.
If I were to ever have a threesome, it would have to be another guy. I can't watch my mans.
Another guy threesome would be fun too.
Yeah, but that's like that's very selfish. That's only for my enjoyment. My boyfriend's not getting his rocks off on that.
Suddenly was into it? then that's like, okay, do I have to reevaluate?
There's too many possibilities.
There's too many possibilities. Close the relationship.
I could only do it with someone that I don't, not that I don't care about, but someone that I don't see myself with long term.
Yes.
It would have to just be like a fun, casual.
That's how I feel. I'm like, I'm looking for a fun, casual thing. And then I'm on there and I get messages from people and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So I download Field. Sometimes I delete it. I haven't been on Tinder.
I want to see what it looks like.
It's wild.
I want to see who I'd match with. I wish we had that thing where we could just pull it up. But then that would be fucked up for people on there.
Just throwing people under the bus on Field. Hold on, let me see it. I gotta find it now. I'm sure this is making for a really interesting podcast. Me scrolling through my phone trying to find Field.
Go to the search thing.
Okay, here we go. Okay. See.
Oh, everyone always has like such seductive. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess with Field, it's like this is like Grindr for straight people.
For straight people, yeah.
I love the
but
names
everyone's
too.
fucking hetero flexible.
Wait, so how do you find new profiles? You have to like swipe.
Yeah. So look, say go minus on that, and now, and some of them, it's a lot. It's like celebrating my birth month. Want to travel and celebrate with me? No. Ethical non-monogamy poly. Looking for a travel partner. Looking for a travel partner who's submissive. Goddesses, princesses, and brats.
No.
What does that even? What does that mean? What is a brat?
Whenever I ask a guy to describe himself in 3 words, he has the hardest time. So seeing a guy's profile who can use so many adjectives for what he's looking for.
Red flag. What's a brat? Do you know?
No, is it just like
spoil me? Like I don't know. He says he's looking for goddess brats. This guy's consensually non-monogamous and married, and in his photo he has a photo with his cat, and he's on here with his wife.
I want to see.
The snake photo? Okay.
Too much adventure. I used to be like, I want adventure. And
I don't want chaos.
I meet the people who are about adventure, and I'm like, it's too much for me.
You're chaotic.
Yeah, I went on one of the craziest things I did was when I was on Tinder, I matched with this guy in the morning. Matched with him maybe at like 10 a.m.
Okay.
And then I'm like, what's up? You know, and he's like, I'm going to Mammoth today. Do you want to come with me? And I was like, I like adventure. That sounds fun.
No.
So then that day, 4 p.m., he picks me up. We go to Mammoth.
And that's like, what, a 6-hour drive?
It's a long drive. I don't think it's 6 hours, but it's like, it's maybe 4 or 6 hours. And on the whole drive, he's like super cool. So I'm like, okay. And I like, I talked to my friends about it. They're like, as long as you have like enough money to get yourself out of Mammoth at any point and you're fine doing that, then go.
Okay.
But if you're like stuck with this guy and that's your only option home, then like don't do it.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
And then on the whole like car ride up, he was like super cool.
I'm scared.
And I also checked like his job. I'm like, does he have a job that he would hate to lose if I were to like...
Does he have anything to lose?
Yes, exactly. I'm like, does he have a family? Does he have a good job? And he did. So yeah, we went. There was like a snowstorm. It was really cool.
Was it fun?
It was fun. And he was like a photographer. Like that was his job. He wasn't like just like a rogue photographer. He like,
because when I hear photographer, it's just like a man with a camera.
Yeah, no, he had like a job as a photographer for a big company.
Professional photographer.
Okay. So I got these like 6 shots of me like in the snow in the hot tub while like the snow's coming down.
No.
But unfortunately I had like ugly short blonde Ellen DeGeneres hair at the time. So it's like I have these sick photos, but like couldn't have
liked it
worse.
when you had blonde short hair.
This was like spiky. This is spiky short hair.
Okay.
Yeah, not the look.
Guy Fieri energy.
Yeah. No, truly, that was like the length of it.
Okay. So
but I wouldn't do it again.
I would never do it.
It was very cool, but I wouldn't do it again.
Yeah, but it's also it's scary. And then the older you get, you're like, the consequences of this not going well seem bigger than before.
Yeah.
When you're like 20, you're like, okay, let's just do it. Let's see what happens. I'm open-minded. I'm ready for adventure. Now I'm like, I'm a little scared. The most adventure I have is I go on Field, I match with couples, and I go, well.
And then you're like, that's enough.
I could.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to because I don't know these people.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to know that you still got it.
Yeah. That's 95% of the dating apps for me.
And I think like the fun part is like the messaging and the being flirty. Because when you're in a relationship, I've been with my boyfriend for like 2 years now. It's like we're shitting in front of each other.
You do?
Oh yeah.
Open door.
Open door.
No.
Yeah.
I'll never.
I know. Some people are.
I'm so weird with pooping.
I know. I think that's great. I think that's admirable.
But I think it's great that you can freely poop.
It's too free.
It's a
there
free
should
zone.
be some like
Mystery,
but that's just not who we are. We're so disgusting. We're like farting in the bed together.
You guys fart together?
Yeah.
That's
we like
love.
laugh about it.
No.
I'll like try and out fart him.
No. You out fart your boyfriend?
I try to. Sometimes I win.
No.
Yeah.
Can you fart on command?
No, but I usually it's not like on command, but I usually always have to fart.
You do?
Yeah, I could rip one right now if I needed to.
You could?
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know terribly.
What do you eat?
Well, you know what? It's funny. Even the healthier I eat, the more gassy I am.
That makes
Healthy
sense.
food makes you just release.
Yeah, especially like greens, like broccoli, roughage.
Yeah. Roughage.
Roughage will fuck up your stomach for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, yeah. I didn't realize I like love hummus.
Hummus?
So when I eat hummus, I'm eating like almost all of the hummus in one sitting.
Same. I don't have portion control with a lot of things, and it's a problem.
But
That's
I
why I
didn't
need
realize,
Ozempic.
Yeah. I didn't realize. So I was eating all this hummus, and then my farts are so nasty.
From the hummus?
I had the most disgust, and I'm like, what am I doing differently? And I was like, oh, I'm eating a lot of hummus. I looked it up. Hummus has obviously so much fiber.
Yeah.
And you're only supposed to eat, like, the serving suggestion on the hummus is, like, essentially, like, 4 dips. 4, like, solid dips of hummus.
No one's doing that.
doing 4 dips.
If you're doing 4 dips, are you
So I
even
was-
alive?
No, you're not even enjoying your life.
You're not. For so long, I would be so, like, restricting. I'd be like, I can't eat that. It's bad for me. Now I'm just like, life is short, dude.
Oh, yeah, I'm eating. I just made, like, ranch dip.
You made it at home?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a packet of seasoning that you throw into sour cream.
Oh, shit.
But I
She's
made
doing it all.
I made this ranch, because I, like, grew up eating ranch dip. So I made it. And I'm just eating, but in my head, I'm like, it's ranch dip. It's good. And then I'm like, no, I made that with a whole
container of sour cream.
tub. I'm eating sour cream with like spice in it.
Okay, but sour cream.
It's so good.
Okay, these are my weaknesses. Sour cream.
Yeah.
Cream cheese.
Mm.
Do you like cream cheese?
Yes.
I love almond butter.
Okay.
I could sorry, I lost her there. She was like, yeah, okay.
A little too healthy.
A little too healthy. What about cheese in general?
Oh, yeah.
You're like a savory person.
Cheese. Yeah, I love savory.
What about if you have a box of crackers? Okay, this is what happens to me sometimes on the way home from Whole Foods. I get the box of crackers. I'm in my car. By the time I get home, I'm like, oh my God, I just ate 400 calories worth of crackers.
That's what you get for shopping. You went out and you shopped. You got a carb load.
Carb load, but are you good at stopping yourself? If you have
No.
tortilla chips with
No.
guacamole, I'm eating the whole thing.
I'm eating all of it. I either am eating it until the chips are done or until the guac is done.
And why is it that the chips run out but there's still guacamole? The ratio proportions
never get it
is
right.
never fucking right.
I always think I'm being healthier because here's my healthy hack.
Okay.
And it's not healthy, but in my brain it makes a lot of sense. When I'm eating chips and guac or chips and some kind of dip, I'm in my head the chips are worse to eat than the dip. So
I could see why you think that.
I don't know if that's true, but that's what I'm saying to myself.
Yeah.
So I'm the chips are going to be less healthy than the dip. So I'll shove so much dip onto a chip. That way when the dip is finished, I don't need any more chips.
But you know what though?
And it's healthy.
I think I need to start loading my chip up with more dip.
You need more dip.
Interesting.
I always love getting together with you because we both have the voice.
The same voice.
Yeah, we've talked about it before, but it is fun. I forget that we both have interesting voices that people either hate or love.
People really
Usually
hate. They're the vocal fry on this one.
Yeah. I don't think I have vocal fry.
No.
I think there is some fry.
But there is
to it.
a mellowness to our voices.
Yeah.
I feel that people are
yeah.
Yeah, people will point it out for sure.
Yeah. I just had to mention that. I forgot. And then I was hearing your voice and then I was hearing my voice and I was like,
Similar.
Similar.
But the thing that disappoints me is I can't sing. You can sing.
I try.
No, Ali, you can sing.
Thanks.
If I had your voice, I'd be done with stand-up. You'd never see my ass again. I'd be on stage. I'd be singing left and right.
Yeah, I mean, I try and incorporate it as much as I can into my stand-up.
I would look for every opportunity to sing if I was you.
Yeah, but my mom always encouraged my singing, but she made it very clear that I wasn't good enough at singing to like fully rely on that. So
The shit that our
that's
moms
where
tell-
stand up comes in. Yeah,
my mom
I know.
told me.
What's
My
up
mom
with our
told me.
hater-ass moms?
My mom said, "Honey, you got my voice, so maybe just don't sing."
Wow.
Because I really can't sing. But I'm always like, maybe I just haven't found my voice yet.
You should take a singing class.
I know.
I've never done that. I want to do that.
Like if I had maybe I'm like a Janis Joplin
Ooh,
or
just
like
a
a
little
Bob
more.
Dylan where I'm just like talking about a hurricane and like that's my energy and I just haven't found that yet.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's nothing scarier to me than like, okay, I'm 35, I'm going to start singing.
Why not?
You can do anything at any age.
Yeah.
Age is just a number.
I really want to take like dance classes.
Oh, that sounds fun. I like anything that scares me, I feel like I should just do to get out of my comfort zone because that would make me more comfortable on stage.
And it's like a fun thing.
A dance class? Like
Yeah.
what though? Hip
I want
hop?
to do hip hop. Yeah.
I feel like I'll get canceled.
No,
Like,
not
you're
at
too
all.
white to be here, bitch. Go
No.
home. This is cultural
No.
appropriation.
No.
Stop trying to pop and lock.
You're allowed to pop and lock. Everyone has the right to pop,
and
lock, and drop it. I want to do a dance class. I want to take a voice lesson. I want to do like a singing lesson, but I also want to do like I just hate how I mumble so much.
Okay.
I'd like to enunciate more clearly.
But do you think that if you just told yourself that you would like to
No.
enunciate,
It's the same thing with the feet.
She duck walks
It's
and
just so
mumbles.
Yeah. I want to take a walking class. I want to learn how to walk better.
I'm just like, I want to know how to play an instrument.
I don't.
Really? You don't think like you could use your voice with a guitar?
Yeah, but that's like no. I've tried to learn how to play the guitar. My brain does not have the capacity for it. I'm not
Really?
interested. Yeah.
I don't have the patience.
I think if I cared more about singing, like if that was like a bigger deal to me, like if I wanted to sing more, then I would learn how to play guitar, but it's not like the top priority.
It isn't.
No. It's just a fun party trick.
It is a fun party trick
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
If I had that party trick, I'd be going to every
But
party.
see, that's the
So
thing.
yes,
my
I
voice,
can come.
My voice isn't that good. Like if I'm like singing in the car with a friend, it's not
good.
often that they're like, "Whoa, you have a good voice."
No, it is good, Ali. Ali has a good voice. When
I've seen her do stand up. She sings. She has you like joke around and sing well.
she's acting all humble, but her voice. No, I've been in the car with you, and I'm like, damn, she can sing. It's kind of ruining it for me because I can't sing, and I'm next to the singer.
Well, because maybe it's just more, if people don't say something, maybe it's because it's annoying. Because I've been in the car with people who are trying to sing, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. No one wants to hear your, like, decent voice.
But I wish I could just freely sing.
You can.
I don't know. I think my throat chakra is closed off, Ali.
You gotta work on the energy.
I do. I need
some
to work
Reiki. Reiki
Catch me in the
healing.
canyon healing that.
I've never done Reiki.
You haven't? Me either. I think I would benefit
I'm
from it.
surprised.
I know. You would think somewhere along the way I'd get these
Yeah.
chakras cleaned. In alignment.
Do you feel that?
Yes.
Do you
You're
feel it?
powerful. You're ready for
Feel
Reiki
the heat?
certification.
There we go.
Reiki
Reiki certifying is essentially the equivalent. It's like the hippie equivalent of becoming a real estate agent.
Yes, it
It's the
is.
same thing.
Yes, it totally is. It's like, I need a quick cash grab.
Yeah, yeah.
Come over.
Mm-hmm.
I'm healing you. And it's expensive. It's
It's fake.
expensive. But then I have friends who go and they're like, I totally feel different now.
Well, it's kind of like,
Mental?
yes, it's like when I meditate. I feel nice because I'm just sitting there, and it's not often. It's like getting a massage. It's like any time you're just sitting and you don't have to think and you're allowing yourself to be present, like you're gonna feel better. That's like what Reiki is, kind of.
Right.
You're someone's just like telling you to be still.
And like moving the energy.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to meditate more.
You are?
Yeah, I forgot to today. I have to on the when I'm sitting in my car.
How long do you meditate for?
I got the Headspace app.
Okay, do you like it?
Yeah, I really like it. And I've just been doing 10 minutes. I try and do it like first thing in the morning. Like I'll go pee. I'll meditate. Maybe drink a little bit of water before. But if I don't do it first thing in the morning, it's hard for me to remember.
Yeah, I could see that. Like in the morning and then at night probably is good too. Before
Yeah, people
bed.
do like twice. I just do once. Because I'm like, once I get a streak of like 2 weeks in a row of just 1 10-minute meditation day, then I'll either increase it or I'll do it twice a day.
Yeah, when I was meditating a lot during the pandemic, and I was doing it outside, like in the canyon. I would go on a hike and then I'd sit and meditate, and I would set a timer. And first it was 10 minutes, and then I stepped it up to like 20 minutes. And then the way that I felt when I was doing it regularly was a lot better.
So nice.
It's so
nice. It really gives you like a sense of calm. And it makes me realize, man, like in the morning, first thing when I wake up, before I even check my phone, if I do the meditation, my brain while I'm meditating is still thinking about so many things. And especially if I've like checked my phone before doing the meditation, then I'm thinking about way more things. But it's just crazy how much, even like when I'm in like a resting state, I'm just constantly thinking.
Yeah, no, it's fucked up.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Sometimes when I would get into like these deep meditations and I'd be outside in the canyon and I'd be there for like 10 minutes in, I would feel like I would get these messages that weren't, it wasn't like thoughts that I would have.
Yeah.
It would be like, I'm like meditating about like my love life, and then I get this this message comes through me, and it was really powerful. It was like, you are love. I'm like, what does that even mean? I'm like walking around, I'm like, I didn't think that. It felt like it came through like somehow.
The divine,
yeah, from like clearing my energy.
Damn, that's sick.
Yeah, it was really cool, and it made me want to do it all the time. So I was doing it a lot during the pandemic, but then shit's back, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't gotten any messages.
You haven't?
No. My messages are like, stop thinking, you keep thinking, calm down, focus.
Yeah. Well, also I think it was the being outside.
Yeah.
There's something about meditating outside, I feel like.
Yeah, I live on a busy street, so when I'm meditating, I just hear like, bam, bam. Shut up.
Yeah.
But when I do meditate, they'll tell you, they're like, listen to the noises around you. And like all of a sudden it's like very calming hearing that. It's like, bam, bam. I'm like, the sounds of life.
The sounds of life.
Everyone's out living.
Do you want to have kids? Did we talk about this before?
I don't know. I used to say definitely, like enthusiastically. I'd be like, yeah, absolutely. But I just watched my sister give birth 2 months ago. I was in the room with her as a baby was coming out of her vagina. And I was like, maybe I'm good. Maybe I'll wait.
What do you mean? It was very sobering?
Yeah, it's just like the most insane thing you've ever seen in your life. Like there's a full human that came out of my sister. Yes, I was in the room. I was practically the doctor. I was so close.
Was it?
It was really cool. It was so special, but it was also like just hearing her screaming, being like, get this fucking thing out of me. I was like,
no.
I don't think I think I'm pretty strong, but like I can't even handle a workout class. So I don't know if I could handle a child coming out of my vagina.
Just the pregnancy itself. I'm already annoyed.
I'd be down for the 9 to 10 months.
You would be?
I'd have to quit smoking. I'd like try and eat better. I'd like probably look kind of cute.
I want the maternity shoot. I don't want the baby. Let's be honest. That means I shouldn't have it. Yeah. Can I get a bump and then just have a fake maternity shoot?
Yeah, you could get one of those like acting like the TV bellies that they use.
Just like post.
Yeah.
Post it.
You can see what it's like.
Become a fake mommy blogger for a kid I don't have.
Yes. I don't know. I think I do want to, but then I'm also so selfish.
So selfish too. And then I go before I'm like, I definitely want like 2. Definitely want 2. And now the older I get, I go, one seems good.
Yeah, I don't know. I want 3 or 0.
3?
Yeah.
3 seems like a lot.
Well, I'm one of 3 and I'm the third born.
Okay. So would you want to be pregnant 3 times?
I mean, I think I'd be down to adopt.
Surrogate.
I'd be down to adopt. I don't think I'd want to do a surrogate unless I needed to. If I'm going to have a baby, if it's going to be mine, it'll come out of me, God willing.
I would love someone else to take on that.
But I'm like, I want to be able to have enough money to have nannies and
Yeah.
I want to be as
Can't have 3 kids in a studio.
I want to be as
in a
out of
one
the
bedroom.
yeah exactly.
So dark.
Yeah, no. People do it. They make it work.
People do it. I know.
I want my kids to be spoiled brats. I want them to be like, do you know who my mom is? Like, I want them to be the worst versions they could possibly be. I want to be out of the picture. I'm not even raising them. They have a
You're on
nanny.
tour.
They're bilingual.
What are their languages?
Spanish.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's always weird when people are like, yeah, they speak French and English. Like, okay.
Yeah,
It's a little
pretentious. They can learn French in school if they want to, but
it is really
Not in
cute.
my home.
The thought of like a 3-year-old speaking French is very cute.
yeah. It's very cocky. Something about it. It's very cocky.
My cultured baby.
yeah.
I don't even know any French words. I'm like, baguette. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Oui. What else?
Je m'appelle.
Ooh. Like
I
if
mean,
a child
my name
said
is-
that. Je m'appelle. And
Yeah,
then
I'd have to slap them. I'd be like, who the fuck do you think you are?
Yeah. I don't know. And then it's also like, and then I'm also at the age right now where I'm like, do I freeze my eggs?
Yes.
I have to.
Yes.
I gotta get this shit on ice, and it's expensive.
I know.
It's a whole fucking thing.
Someone was telling me that I need to do it now
No.
while my eggs are good.
No, you're fine.
I might do it.
You really?
Yeah, I mean, I'm fertile as all
all
ever
hell?
be, as all hell.
Yeah.
I might as well get some good eggs.
Get the good eggs.
Okay, because what if
Yeah.
I don't want to have a kid until I'm like 49?
49.
Yeah,
What are
who's
you,
having
Janet
a
Jackson?
baby right now? No, who's having a baby right now? And she's like older. There's like a celebrity. Not who is it?
What was that crazy blonde lady that dated Flava Flav? Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yes.
What's her name? She had a baby late. Do you know who I'm talking about, Xavier? They were on Celebrity Rehab.
Yeah, she used to be like married to Sylvester Stallone, right?
Yeah, what's her name?
Bridget Bardot? No.
No, Brigitte Nielsen.
Brigitte. Yes.
Brigitte
yes.
Nielsen. Didn't she have a baby at like 50?
I think so, but there's like a famous person right now who's having a baby and she's old. And I think she's blonde.
A famous blonde.
She was like just at the Golden Globes or something.
Pregnant?
Yes. She's having a child.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, that could be me. My mom had me when she was 39.
She did?
Yeah, and I came out pretty cool.
Naturally?
Naturally.
She had you naturally?
She had
at
an
30?
epidural.
Well, yeah.
And the epidural went to me because she was too late to get the epidural. So I just came out like super chill.
Super jealous.
Yeah, just like drugged out.
That's why you sound like that
I
when
think
you
so.
talk.
There's got to be something to explain this.
Any update, Xavier? Any 50-year-old pregnant bitches you're finding?
I see now Naomi Watts, but she didn't fit the description that you gave.
Yeah, maybe it's Naomi Watts. How old is she? She's blonde.
I don't even know who Naomi Watts is.
What? Yes, you do. Naomi Watts. Look at this. You know exactly.
Show
who
me
this
Naomi
is.
Watts' face so I can... I really don't know.
Oh. Naomi Watts? She's British actress.
Well, she's blonde. Doesn't that fit the description?
Naomi Watts, she was in The Watcher. She was in King Kong.
Oh, shit.
Mulholland Drive.
I saw Mulholland Drive. I love it.
How old is she? She's 54.
Pregnant?
I think so.
Pregnant at 54?
Let me see. Pregnant? Question mark.
Dude, everyone's pregnant at 60 with no
Everyone's
buccal
pregnant
fat.
right now.
Everyone's pregnant with no buccal fat, Allie. On what's the diabetic drug?
Ozempic.
Ozempic, no buccal fat, pregnant at 60.
Mhm.
What is society?
We're becoming aliens.
We
I love
are. We are aliens. The thought of having a baby at 50 is kind of jarring because I'm tired now.
it. Yeah. No, at that point, you would definitely have help. I mean, you probably have adult children at that point.
Yeah.
Or
Or
you get them to raise the kid.
what about the thought of picking a surrogate? Hard choice.
You can go on field. I'm sure there's someone on field who's down.
I do feel like there's an overlap of the people who are on fields do need the extra money and they're like, hey, for just $80K, I'll carry your baby.
I would love to be a surrogate.
You would?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think that'd be really cool.
My friend said that too.
But I would only want it to be someone like really rich or famous. I don't want to carry some kid for like. I want to be able to like go to cool parties or
What
like
do you
get
mean
some
you're like
perks.
you're like carrying a Kardashian's baby?
Yeah,
Courtney and
absolutely.
Travis's baby. What do you
Yes.
carry it?
Yes,
I feel like that's on the table because I don't know. I feel like they've been trying.
Should I hit them up? Should I find someone who knows them?
Yes.
I'll make myself available.
Kravis.
Yeah.
If you were holding Kravis's baby, that could be groundbreaking.
I'd be getting so much money. I'd be so
much
spoiled. I mean, I wouldn't want the press of it. I would want to be like in the shadows, but I'd want to go on like...
You could get your buccal fat removed.
Yes. And then they could use it in their butt. They could transfer my buccal fat into
their own asses.
Yes. This works out. I mean, this seems like
Courtney and Travis's baby.
Yeah.
There would be something special about carrying.
That'd be so cool.
It would. There's something. Okay.
I'm part of the family at that point. I'm going to the holiday parties.
What? How fucked up is it if you carry the baby and then you don't get the holiday party invite?
Yeah, that would be tough.
Don't you think your hormones would be a little weird? Like, I feel like my hormones would be all over the place. But I carried the baby. I want to see the baby.
Yeah, just start like leaking milk.
Yeah.
On December 24th at their Christmas Eve party that they do every year.
Yeah.
Just at home,
and
watching
like,
their Instagram stories.
And they're taking like a photo with the baby and you're like,
it's my baby.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I know, I'd probably be very possessive. That's why I need it to be someone who I can kind of like linger around with.
The Kardashians.
Yeah, I want to be like a part of this kid's life a little bit.
But I don't think that that's how it works.
Well, it would have to for me. If you want me as your surrogate, you're going to have to follow my rules.
But I feel like also
goes both ways.
Being a surrogate, you got to like check in. Like, I'm at the doctor. Yeah, I ate
I'm cool with that. I love going to the doctor.
You do?
Yeah, I love the doctor.
No.
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. Because I grew up with really good health insurance, so I can just go to the doctor all the time. I haven't been to the doctor in ages. I miss it.
Really?
Yeah.
I
just love being I love being looked after. I love people being curious about me.
No.
I love the attention. I love the help.
The attention at the doctor's office? I hate
They're
it.
asking me all these questions. I'm like, you care? You noticed?
Yeah. No, I hate the doctor. And let me tell you what, my doctor, my gynecologist, they've been doing some new shit, which I'm into.
What are they doing?
I go in there. They go, all right, so get on the scale. I go, do I have to? They go, no, not if you don't want to. I go, great. Probably because everyone in LA has eating disorders at the OBGYN I go to. So they're like, you can just tell us. I'm like, okay.
You're like, I'm 100.
98. Did you get that? 98?
Yeah, I don't care about the scale.
You don't?
No. I keep all my I had their clothes. I say, let me put something else on. Let me make this even heavier.
Do you have a scale at home?
No.
I don't either because I feel like it wouldn't be good for me mentally.
Yeah, I had one at one point, but then I was like doing it too much, and I wasn't like, I would just like do it to like see how much, like when I went poop or something.
Like pre-poop, post-poop?
Yeah.
Okay, when I went to my parents last time I weighed myself, and I did not like the number, and so then I was convinced that it was because the scale was on marble and that it needed to be on carpet or like hardwood. So then I'm like carrying around the scale all sad to like different types of textures on the floor, and it was just the same amount on every texture floor. And then I was like, fuck it. Yeah. I'm not doing this again for a minute.
Yeah. I'm always like roughly around the same weight.
Same.
Sometimes I'll look heavier or I'll feel heavier, but I'm like, give or take 5 pounds, I'm always in the same
It's always
range.
the last 5 I'm trying to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah. But sometimes when you get on there and it's a number you didn't expect, it's like, oh,
yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I wasn't even fucking ready for that.
Never feels good.
Never feels good. That's when you got to get on field.
Or Ozempic.
Ozempic.
Yeah.
Would you try Ozempic?
Mm-hmm.
You would?
Mm-hmm.
It's scary to me.
If there was enough for people, if I wasn't taking it from anyone, I would try it. Because I don't like exercising. I don't like eating right. So if there was a way for me to like lose some weight, yeah.
But like, what are the long-term side effects of taking a drug for people who are diabetic when you're not diabetic?
I think some of the symptoms aren't like
I heard you shit yourself. I heard you shit yourself.
Been there, done that.
If you eat sugar.
Oh, really?
Like if you have cake.
Well, then I'll just wear a little diaper.
You're like thin with a diaper?
Yeah.
Like something smells. Oh, Allie's on Ozempic and she just had pie.
Yeah, it's worth it.
No, it's not.
I just wanted to, I wouldn't say that I'd do it like long term, but I would just be curious about it.
Yeah, but I think the thing is that once you do it, and then if you go off of it, you gain like twice as much weight.
You think so?
I read. And I also know someone who went on it, and then she couldn't get it because it's scarce. So then she had to buy it from her nail tech.
No. No.
Yeah. It's like you're doing drug deals at the nail salon.
Oh my God.
That's when you start being like, I need to reevaluate my life. I can't be buying, like, the lady who's giving me a manicure is not dealing me syringes to shoot myself so I get skinny with.
Definitely not FDA approved.
It's definitely not. Well, we covered a lot.
We did.
We covered a lot.
I'm so hungry now. I should have eaten before this.
Sometimes I don't eat before pod because I feel like it like weighs me down.
See, but now I'm like so drained. I feel like I didn't have, I mean, not that I'm ever like super high energy, but I definitely was like, especially all the food talk. Now I just
we talked a lot about food.
I just want to get something.
Well, that's our episode. It's gonna come out this Wednesday. So do you have anything you want to promote?
No, I have a bunch of shows coming up. So if you're alive and you live somewhere, I might be coming to that area. So go to alimacofsky.com/shows.
Okay.
And that's it.
And then your Instagram is?
Instagram's not Ali Mac.
Cool. And then you have a Patreon, right? Or no?
Don't worry about
Don't
my Patreon.
Don't worry about that.
It's only for a few people and you're not one of them.
All right. Well, that's our episode. Thank you guys so much. And we'll see you next week on Shank. Bye.